Hi everybody, it's David Lee of Vital Health. To all my challengers and clients and to old friends and past clients, just want to talk a little bit quickly today about this is a life coaching topic about how we live our life. And one of the things that I find, since health and fitness regimens and being able to stay healthy is based on a philosophy, based on how you should, how you should live your life. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the things that I think about and why I live and do the things that I do. Number one, as many of you know, I read a lot. People that want to grow need to read, because there's a lot of knowledge out there by many people that have lived their lives before us and who lived a good life, a life that was contributing something worthwhile to the rest of society. And that's the type of person I want to be. So I try to read and try to make sense of how I can be better every day. So one of the things that I talk to people about is this concept. As you know, many of you hear me saying you need to feel good now. You need to do those things that make you feel good, because when you feel good on the inside, you attract more positive things. And I also agree with, Eckhart Tolle in his book, The Power of the Now. He talks about how, being in the moment, being aware of your moments, and being thankful for the things that happens in your present moment, and being present in every situation allows you to actually be more grateful about the experience of the life that you're having, even if it seems negative. So just to give you an understanding, I wasn't feeling well. I'm a little run down. It's been a busy few months as I've started my bigger gym here in the city. I don't know if you know, I've rented a gym. Vital Health is growing, and I've started doing group classes with everybody besides just personal training at my home studio, where we do the 6-week challenge, and we get people in shape in 6 weeks. And I cover nutrition, I cover cleansing, I cover a bunch of stuff in that 6-week period with many of the new clients. So it's been a very busy time for me, and I got a little run down. I got a little bit of a cold on the weekend, and I'm just coming out of it now and I'm feeling a lot better. But I still get up in the mornings and I stick to my regimen. So I take the time. You see, everything you do has a vibrational effect on everything else for the day. Harv Eker in his coaching program years ago taught me, he said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So I have my Ba Sha Wu Chinese, because I am a herbalist, as some of you know. I make a Chinese herbal tea formula made by a famous herbalist named Li Ching Yun, who you'll hear about on YouTube, who lived until he was 256 years old. So this is his herbal formula, one of his herbal formula teas that I drink. So it's got real ginseng in it, just like a 1/4 teaspoon of ginseng in hot water. Then I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe a 1/3 teaspoon of non-pasteurized local honey that I get at Herb and Spice, at the health food stores. You know why? Because it's made from local clover in the area, which means the energy and the nutrient level is much higher. So all these things affect us, you see. That's why nutrition and health is so much a part of my whole philosophy of living your life to your best. Then I put my herbal tea mixture, my herbs of Li Ching Yun, which I keep in, I've got a bigger jar, and then I keep it in a smaller jar of goji kola, reishi mushrooms, Ba Sha Wu, and goji berries, which I then dunk into my mug, which I drink almost every day. This is how I start my day, you see. When you're in tune with your body, I was able to overcome this cold within almost 48 hours, because I was in tune with my body without going to the doctors for antibiotics, which I was going to do. I did it by totally chilling out, totally being still in my mind and in my body, and just being horizontal most of the time, relaxing and reading and watching a few movies. and getting lots of sun out in the patio. You know, we had a beautiful last 2 days. So as I'm drinking this, I can even feel, because one of the effects of this herbal formula is it helps the immune system. Helps all the organs. Then I'm going to have my bowl of fruit. About 100 grams of blueberries with 3 or 4 strawberries, about 4 or 5 almonds. And I'm going to have that with 2 ounces of coconut milk. Or an ounce. Yeah, 2 ounces. See, everything I start my day, I do it with care. I do it with thought. I'm in the moment. I'm present. And I am grateful for the experience of living and experience a nourishing food that I'm taking into my body. So that's the attitude that I start my day. And this is the attitude that I'm trying to teach everyone to start their days with, because no matter how busy you are, believe me, I know what busy is. I run a gym health business. I have an online business with books and products that I sell with another partner that deals with all that for me. You know, I'm working on updating one of my books. I have now people calling me from different parts of the world about my books and products. Plus I keep up with the client base. Plus I've got staff, trainers that work with me. I'm busy. Plus I supply teach at the school most of the year. I'm busy. But in the midst of my busyness, folks, I take the time to live, to do everything with a certain level of attention, to be present. And that takes away the stress, you see. Because everything that's happening around you in this life is an experience that you've created with your mind. Your perception, how you perceive the event, will determine the level of stress that you will experience. When I look at the children and the students, and by the way, I go through about 120 in about 4 hours, 4 or 5 days a week when I'm supply teaching at one of 9 different schools. You know, I'm at about 4 main schools most of the time, but I don't look at it as, oh, here they are all coming in and they're going to take up my time and energy and they're going to be really rascals. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as they are human beings. They are a child of God. They have a purpose in life and they've been given talents and skills and they are living out the journey the best way they know how at that age. And I always think of, as a teacher, how can I make a difference for them that day in that classroom? How can I do the best that I can to be, as Christ said in the New Testament, as you know, I'm a Christian, I use a lot of the biblical scriptural principles because they are truth and they affect your life every day. To look at everyone as a child of God, as a creation of God that has a life that they need to live out. That there's a purpose for them to be on this earth. And I look at every boy and every girl and I try to be careful on the response that I have as a teacher because I'm realizing that it's going to affect them. Now when I look at it that way, my stress disappears. All of a sudden, I'm in the flow. I'm at peace. You see, many of you out there, you don't have peace. You say you do, but you don't. Because you can only have peace when you are truly aware of why you're on this earth, what your purpose is, and what your dream is. And it's when you know that you can live every day with a peaceful attitude. Anyways, that's how I just wanted to share with you on the Vital Health Talk. Hope you have an awesome Monday. Take care.